Hey, Justine. Hey, everyone. So I thought that was really funny. What a coinky dink, right? I did not plan that. That was actually already out there. So, today we're going to go over enamels because that is something that we always come across, whether we're doing collectibles and jewelry. And it's kind of one of my favorite things. So, we're going to do a sell and learn. So, appreciate everyone kind of hanging out. So, I have my sources or various different things, but for today, because I want to make it quick and easy, I used the Britannica.com as some of it, a couple of museums that I was familiar with, and a brand. Oh, cool! And a brand called Miss Soma that I actually purchased from. I purchased other jewelry from them, but they happen to have a section on enamels. So before I get started, let's go ahead and run something because my goal whenever I'm on here is run and sell, run, sell, teach, chat. So I'm going to run things and teach at the same time. And then in about an hour, we're going to go to Maria. So we first thing we have is this enamel ladybug as I get my stuff ready. I do have progressive shipping on, and as you all know, for those of you that shop with me, I do refund any overages over $1. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about enamels. This one is running first. So, enamel jewelry, it's kind of hard to know exactly when it started. But some historians think that was something that they started seeing back with the ancient Egyptians and Greeks. So it really does have some lineage way, way, way back in the day. And the use of that style kind of continued as the different, yes, as different civilizations continued. And then when the Europeans got to it, they improved that process even further. Um, when it came to the Europeans, they saw it as something that was popular among the nobility and royalty, which kind of makes sense because, if you're not of that class, it kind of seems ostentatious to have something like this, right? So this one is one of my favorites. This is a new arrival, by the way. It is the cutest, tiniest. Look how small he is. Little camel guy, little camel friend. Oh, you know what? He's not medium. Let me move him over. He is a lightweight friend. So anyway, what we're more familiar with is the stuff that became popular more in modern times. So this one is running right now. Um, and that is more like in the early 1900s and then again from the 60s onwards. And there's tons of types of enamel styles. So it's not just one type of enamel paint or enamel something. There are a lot of different styles involved with enamel pieces, and we're more familiar with some than the others. So I'm just going to kind of go over some of the ones that I'm sort of familiar with. I'm always learning, and really because enamels are just there's just so many ways to use it. There's no way that, unless I'm an auctioneer at Christie's or something, I would ever know as much. So there's only like things that we've come across as just being a seller here and there. And I'm going to start with the one that we're all really most familiar with in our reselling lives, that we come across and we're always wowed by. And that's going to be my favorite, which is Cloisonne. So people always misspell it. Some people say Cloisonne or, I don't know, other ways because they don't see the accent at the end. But Cloisonne actually comes from the word cloison, which means compartment. So, and I have something as a treat. Where did I put it? I bought this from one of my friend's estate sales. And it's really cool because what it is it kind of shows you the process of how cloisonne jewelry is created. So we're going to kind of go through this. So to create this jewelry, right, you start off here. It is a metal piece. Yeah, this is awesome, right? This is not for sale, by the way. This was for my personal collection. So many people have tried to purchase from me and this from me, and I'm like, nope, not happening. I'm forever keeping this. And you know what's funny is my husband was the one that pointed it out. I walked by this thing like 3 or 4 times, and he was like, "Why aren't you buying that? That is totally you." And so he picked it up. So to create cloisonne, they bend wires, just like as you see here. They bend the wires and solder it onto the metal to create these compartments, the cloisonne, which are then, they fire it and they polish it and they start like filling things in, which is just like that, as you can see. So you can still see that they're raised. You can still see how they're filling in the enamel. And then, they kind of just keep refining that process. So you can see here, they filled in the background of the enamel, but you still see the raised wire that they still have there. Yep. And then they start polishing it, trying to make it a little bit finer, which is this stage. Oh yeah, absolutely. And then you get your oh see, look, I didn't pay $40, but it's because I have hookups. That's the only reason why I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. Because I was all $40, even though this is a killer deal. I was like, but isn't this is the final stage where this is what we're all familiar with. So this is Cloisonne. And we are all familiar with kind of this style, which is like the Chinese style that was prevalent within, I mispronounce Chinese names because that's not one of the languages I learned, but it's between like 1300s to 1600s. I think it was the Ming Dynasty, and then 1600s to onwards, which is like the Qing Dynasty. So that is the process that we're really familiar with. And it's obviously heavily copied, really replicated, and it becomes really difficult for many of us, myself included, to find things that are true vintage cloisonne to current cloisonne. And one of the most interesting things I saw on one of my business trips, I was able to go to the Philadelphia Museum of Art. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. And this was one of the things I really wanted to see, which was in the museum itself. They had a whole section on Asian art. And I was really, really into that. So I went here, and this is one of the oldest, a very old cloisonne dog cage, and it is located in the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It's from the 1700s ish to the 1900s. They're not sure, but that is a cloisonne dog cage. I was like, I want it. So that is one of the most famous, familiar type of enamel style jewelry that we all come across. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my son. I gave him extra iPad time so he wouldn't be bothered during the show. Yeah, I want it too. So now that we've gone through Cloisonne, I'm going to give you guys a couple of an opportunity to own a piece of it. So this one is a famous egg that a lot of people are familiar with. So we're gonna auction this one off, and oh my god, he's so loud. And it's gonna be $10 if anybody's interested. This one's been through a little bit. It's got some wear to it, but if you are interested in the Cloisonne egg, we do have this, and I have one other cloisonne item. And if you're interested in seeing anything else, I do have a lot of jewelry out here. I do have some cloisonne jewelry, but I want to at least give you guys some introduction on the other enamel style pieces before we go and sell everything. This one is an apple piece. Love that blue, that really skyish cornflower blue that a lot of those pieces have. This one we're going to run for 15. They do sell for quite a bit, these things. If you were to do a search for a lot of the cloisonne pieces, people have come on about how highly collectible they are, and people do charge quite a bit for these things. So it is very hard as a reseller to find things that are reasonably priced. Ooh, Wendy likes it. Thank you so much, Wendy. Um, I had to get rid of that one. I got two at one time. I got a pumpkin and I got an apple. And I only allowed myself to keep one. So the apple went for sale. This is another thing that I got myself. This one's not for sale, but I wanted to share it. Different style. See how they didn't polish out the wires? So this looks closer to Champleve, but it's not Champleve. I mean, this is just another style. And then people are always enamored by the fish. I am. So if you guys come across more of um, these fish, please let me know. I collect them. This one is humongous, and I will never ever part with this. So you have 10 pendants. Awesome, because I collect them. So that is Cloisonne. The next thing that we have, you do? Yay! Awesome. I'm glad we have that in common. Woo, I'd like to see your collection. You have a tiny fish from China? We will never fight. I think you guys have noticed that in this is a little secret. I don't usually fight in auctions. I give it a little go, but then I give up because I try not to be too competitive because I am very, very, very competitive. So I try not to be because I still would like to keep you all as friends. Next up, the next item that we want to talk about is Champleve. And it looks like how it's spelled is Champleve, but it's Champleve, which is French, and it's commonly mistaken. I don't have any Champleve in store, but it is commonly mistaken for Cloisonne. It is basically like kind of opposite in that they carve the design into um, the the metal or whatever it is, and then they fill it with enamel. Champleve is here. I'll put it in there. Champleve. My old French all coming back from high school. So this is kind of an example of an old one, right? They carve it, and then you can see here from the old where they had it carved out. You're welcome. And then they fill it with the enamel. So it's kind of like the reverse, right, of cloisonne. So that creates raised edges because you're just filling in the gaps. So that's the difference between that one. I don't have any Champleve for sale, but we can continue doing a couple of items to auction, since I said I was gonna auction off and teach. Oops, I lost the earring backing to that. But it's okay. I'll give you another earring backing. We have a couple of earrings. This is enamel, 80s style. And we are going to sell this one for just, I'm going to actually run them for 3. They have a little bit of a bent back, but they're still functional. And let's go ahead and run them. So it looks like that a little bit. You can bend it back, but I don't want to do too much because I don't want to snap it off. But they're cute little 80s enamel. I have to put a new earring back on there. So there is that one. And I do have more cloisonne. Let's see. We have some look-alike cloisonne and we have some actual cloisonne. So let's do the cloisonne butterfly. This one's an oldie, and it can be used as a um, pendant or a brooch. So I kind of like switching back and forth. I do that a lot in my shows. That's just how I roll. I'm a multitasker. So this is a really beautiful, beautiful butterfly. There we go. So next thing that we're going to talk about is couple other techniques, not too many because you can go on for enamel forever. The other one is called plique-à-jour, and it looks like mini stained glass. There are still compartments in plique-à-jour, and let's see, plique-à-jour. This one is a good example of it. So essentially, what they do, so like you know how yeah, plique-à-jour. And so basically what they do is they still have the compartments and then they still fill it in, but opposite of the cloisonne, you know how there's a backing, right? There's yes, correct. Correct, Rachel. There's a backing in it. In this case, there's no backing, so the light passes through the enamel and kind of gives it like a mini stained glass look. So if you come across these, people love it. I have a hard time finding it, unfortunately, because I think San Diego is very cloisonne heavy, but I don't always find this. So if you find it, it's beautiful. But yes, it is very, very collectible. So that is plique-à-jour. And the other stuff that we're familiar with, let me give you Let me run something while I get the other examples. This one, here's an enamel necklace. Really pretty floral. It is on an Avon chain, which I think is really cool because it has little beads. So let's put that. I do not know if you guys can hear my son. He is so dang loud. It's okay, you know. He is he's having fun. I guess that's all that matters. He's talking to his friends on a messenger and they're playing some sort of game. All right, let's run this one. We'll run that one for 10. Okay, good. Thanks. He and I have the same problem where we run either 0 or 100. Oh, he's just having fun. He's laughing like super duper hard. Like it's not bad or anything. It's just really out there. I had one more thing I wanted to show. Oh, here it is. Little. So next thing that we're familiar with too is Limoges. So Limoges, and here is a good example of it, is where they were painting with the enamel directly on a surface. So the famous ones that everybody kind of associates with is the courting couple stuff. Uh, but this is the perfect example. This is for sale. This is a tiny wall hanging. And as you can see, it is printed Limoges. And so we are going to go ahead and run this one. You know what's funny? As soon as I walk in there to check on him, like all of a sudden it just turns dead quiet. They're like, yes. It's like they don't want me to know. They're like, shh, shh, mom's coming, be quiet. So this is a little Limoges wall hanging. Authentic. I don't know if anyone puts little plates on their wall. The next one, let's see. I always forget bastai, I think it's called. It's metal it's metal that is engraved or has texture prior to. Let me see if I have the example. Just a second. I thought I pulled it up because I couldn't print out everything. Oh, it's a YouTube. Okay, hold on. This lady kind of shows you. So basically, in this next type of enamel work is they take the metal, they've already engraved it, and they kind of pour or apply the enamel, which still has that kind of cloisonne style look. It's just a different technique and how to apply it. So let me kind of forward it onto. So there is it this video? This one. Some lady actually tells you how to do it. And today I'm going to be talking about enameling in the ultralight. Oh no, dang it, that wasn't it. Sorry. It was her, but she did a different thing. In any case, I'll show the picture that I got because I'm not going to search for her YouTube. It is kind of like that. So you've already had the engraving out, and then you're starting to pour the enamel into the design. So that is the different enamel techniques that I wanted to share with you guys. I know that was super quick, but I had to be aware that because I could talk forever. I wanted to make sure that everybody kind of got a chance to learn a little about enamels. And then when you're out and about, have a chance to kind of take a look and see what is out there. So, any questions, comments? Yes. Good. Thank you so much. I hope you guys learned a little bit or confirmed the things that you already know. So I like the little snippets of learning small things. So I appreciate that. So we're just going to go over, I have a lot of enamel style things that I want to show. And if you want me to run anything else, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Any enamel things or anything on the board that you would like to take a closer look at, please let me know. I am so happy to show you. Never any obligation to purchase. I just love to share. So these are Avon, and I love these little door knockers because you can move them up and down. They are pierced, and there's the Avon right there, and these were running for $10. And we'll get to trinket boxes and such as well, since this is And I have a couple of other interesting, well, let's see, we have the belt buckle, Cloisonne belt buckle. Cloisonne really had a big old movement in the 80s. I remember them going all over, like going to the stores with my mom and then seeing them in there in the, like even in the trading gift shops. Saw a lot of it. Yeah, I think this is really pretty. Little belt buckle. So we go. So yes, if anybody, I don't know if anyone's really big on selling enamel stuff, but I hope that you, they're very eye catching. It's always the color that gets people, right? These are really cool. They're marked Germany and they're plastic flowers with rhinestones. How pretty are these? So we'll run this. And if you guys are in the Philadelphia, I mean, I haven't been to a lot of, I was only there because of a business trip. So that's why, and I want to go to the Smithsonian and all that stuff and try to look at the different artwork. They do look like moths. They do. Vintage Mark Germany. And it was just really cool to see all the different types and the way that art or pottery or collectibles in that sense have changed over time. Oops, I dropped something. Just a second. Let me make sure because I don't want to step on it. So other like kind of changing little traction here. I want to know if anybody is familiar with Di Grazia. Famous artist, kind of like uh more of the Arizona. If anyone likes Di Grazia stuff, I have a couple of their collectibles. This one is his little famous drummer boy. Cute little thing. So I thought to bring that out. There we go. And after me, which I'm really, really looking forward to, is going to be Maria. And I believe, if she hasn't changed her mind, she said that she was going through Art Deco and Art Nouveau, which is really cool because a lot of people, and myself included, guilty, we get the two styles mixed up. But they are two different, though related, and within a very similar time period, they do have their own distinct style. So I think it's really cool to kind of delve into that because it's always intriguing to see that. So this one is a medium enamel turtle trinket box. It's like that. He's got his little rhinestones and his little kissy face. So there we go into the trinket boxes. We do have that looks like it looks like I know, isn't he adorable? He has a little friend back there. It looks like I mean, it's wooden and it is in the style of what Rachel just presented, but I am not an expert. And there's no lining in there. So if anybody is interested in this one, I'm just going to run it for 15. There we go. Really cute. It has some wear in it, but I really love this part. Super, super cute. I'm going to keep showing and switching back and forth. It does, right? And so there wasn't any of those normal marks, but it doesn't mean that it couldn't have come off over time. Another thing that I enjoy are those enamel flowers. I believe Rachel talked about them yesterday. I'm going to put some stuff out here while I am setting up since and if anyone is interested in any of these things, feel free to shout it out while I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like over time, it looks like the sticker may have come off. This thing, it's kind of weird in here, but cute little Limoges style. I guess it's kind of like a perfume bottle, but it's not working. Hand painted. Looks kind of gross in here, you guys, just so you know. So we're going to run this in case anybody likes it for decorative purposes. I'm gonna run this one for $10. It is super pretty though. I like the pink. Can't really press it down, but I thought it was just a cute little decorative piece. Kind of going back to our Limoges talk. So there's that one. We also have we showed this yesterday. It is a stretch bracelet with the Cloisonne style beads. I wouldn't stretch it. I'd roll it over your hand because it is tightly put together. We'll run this one for 10 if anyone's interested in that. Let's see. I'm going to continue putting some stuff out here. So if anybody wants to take a closer look, feel free. He must be getting beat really hard in this game. His friends are actually kind of better than he is at that. I love this little mod cat. It is got a little bow tie. It's Night on the Town cat. I'm going to run this one for 8. And this one is running now. Let's see. I think I need to do more study on the flowers next because I love the flowers. I sold a big old collection of them. And so here's a butterfly, enamel butterfly, if anybody's interested in this one. There we go. And I'm going to run the flamingo. This is the first time that I've ever had, I have another one. I think I want to show you guys. Just a moment. A couple of newer ones. The mushroom, they're both trinket boxes, so they are $15 each. And if you buy more than one, I will give you a free little jewelry gift. So that's what it looks like. I only have one mushroom, so I'll go ahead and run it. They're both trinket boxes. I only have one mushroom, so this is the only one. So if you love it, please bid. And thank you for your request, Mama Meg. So there is this one. And 3 seconds left. There we go. And the strawberries coming up. I have more than one, so you don't have to. Yeah, it is adorable. I think I have more than one of these. Let me double check before I say that. And then there was only one. Let's see. Yep. I do have more than one. So if more than one person wants a strawberry, I do have another, so we don't have to battle it out if anyone else wants a strawberry. So I have 2 strawberries. So here's the first one. Super cute. And Mama Meg, I'll be sure to put a little goodie in your bag as a thank you. I have so many of these that they're taking over my shelf. So I'm like, oh no. Thank you so much. That one is yours. The other one I wanted to show that I forgot I had. Now this one's pricey. It is heavy. It is $20 if anybody wants it. But isn't this the cutest thing ever? It is a little merry-go-round. I know. It is. Actually, I'll do 18. I don't like overcharging. I just can't. I know we're here to make money, but I do this for the love of it. It's just so fun to find these things. I'm addicted to it. Addicted to Lilyworks. It is so cute. I don't do well though on merry-go-rounds. I get sick. So there's this one, and he opens up just like that. So there is that. Let's do some more jewelry. We have showed these before. We do have these clip-ons. These are Cloisonne clip-ons with the seahorses. They have no marks. There we go. I do have one pumpkin that I gotta find because it's in the season. If anyone needs Halloween themed trinket boxes, I have the more vintage ones. So we have this scarecrow, and he has a little He has a crow friend. He's not doing his job, but we have him. I do have a pumpkin somewhere. I don't think it's in this room. Let me pull out any of the leftover Halloween. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't have as many Halloween as I thought I had. I had, let's see. The only Halloween I have left is this small one with the witch. And we have this guy, and he's only gonna be $5. He's from Claire's Accessories, so I'll just run him if anybody is interested. We'll run him for $5. He's got a little trick or treat bag, super fun. His shirt, his shirt. He's wearing a crop top. I just realized that he kind of wiggles too, but he's wearing a crop top. Somebody let him out with the crop top. Let's see here. Let's move. Oh, we have the witch, and she has a frog in here. So there's that one. If anyone's into those holiday ones. Here is a really, really pretty necklace. So one of the things I wanted to say, because everyone thinks and they hear Avon, and some people are like, oh, Avon. Yeah, and they think about the makeup and the ladies and Avon calling. But Avon really did have some beautiful jewelry, and I think this is a great example of it. If you had put this in front of somebody, the first name they would have come up with, I guarantee, would not be Avon. So let's go ahead and run this beautiful piece. The pendant is marked Avon in the back, and she's going to be 12. And let's see. Spring Ring class marked Japan. Oh, so this is not a related chain. The chain says Japan, but the pendant definitely is Avon. Very beautiful purple with silver tone. A style that I'm sure Maria may talk about in her show. We also have these beautiful enamel earrings from Trifari. Not Crown Trifari, just regular Trifari. Somebody should do a show in the next maybe it's me, I don't know. Um, in the next series about the differences between Trifari or Crown Trifari, Coral Craft and Coro, because people do get confused. And what is the difference with Marvella and Monet, and how are they related? Because they are. And so there's a lot to be learned, I think, with the series. Let's see here. What did I miss? We have an elephant. If anyone is interested in the elephant. Oh, you guys, look at this little bag I found. So I didn't get to do a ton of research on this bag, but there are ones that are like it that go for some reason for quite a bit of money. And I haven't done any research on that. So I just a quick Google lens, but look at that work. It's beautiful, isn't it? So I'm gonna run this one. I'm gonna run it for 15. I think that's okay. Based on some people run it between 25 and up. I think it's beaded. I don't think it's needlepoint. I think it's beaded. Um, it's old. She still works. Yeah, she's beaded. And she's got a lot of. She just was laying around in a sale. And not. Oh yeah, it's small. Let me pull out my Cloisonne magnifying glass, but it is beaded. So very, very pretty. We also have, where did that tray go? I had I had a Cloisonne dish and I don't know where I put it. So darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I wanted to put it for sale during the show, but I guess it's gonna have to wait. Let's do this box. There's no info. I don't have any info on this box other than it is a really cute wooden box for your little treasures. Nothing written, just a wooden box. So let's go ahead and run this one. I'm going to run it. I need to change the listing. Run this one for 11. And I really want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and listening to my little spiel on enamels. Um, it's I really love jewelry, and I didn't think that I would ever be a good seller at it. I'm not kidding. I thought that I would be a terrible seller at jewelry and collectibles. Thank you, Mama Meg. Um, so the fact that you guys stay and enjoy and l- like what I see really means a lot. So I appreciate you so much because I was like, man, I think I'm gonna have to quit reselling after so many years because I don't think I'll be good at this stuff. But you guys are proving me wrong. I'm okay at it. So we've got a little bumblebee, a little blingy bumblebee. It's not okay, I want to make sure he's not missing anything. He is a $15. And we also have a giant, I think someone had the butterfly from before. And I'll show that in a bit. Go and please stay on for the rest of the train. There are a lot of amazing people showing today, a lot of opportunities. And I think I checked out what Curry, she's the caboose. And this one's heavy. The little butterfly one is heavy. It's not even little. It's a nice big one. Magnetic closure and everything. I think if I saw it correctly, she's teaching us about YouTube. Yes, yes. Are you teaching us about YouTube if I saw that correctly, Curry? I thought that was really cool. That is a completely different topic that I wish I'm glad that you would show because I suck at YouTube. I'm good at watching it, I think. Other than that, not sure about anything else. This one is a cute little cat from Danecraft. Look at its face. Like, it's a little almost human. Alright. Uh, I think it's judging me. What's today about, Curry? What are you teaching about today? And this one we're gonna run for 10. It's a Danecraft kitty cat. Oh, and if you purchased from me yesterday, I forgot to mention, if you purchased from me yesterday, I did not package your goods on purpose in the in the case that you wanted to purchase today. So we still have progressive shipping. I forgot to mention that to everyone. Yeah, it's my favorite. It is scratched up. That's how I got it, but I still love it. So I'm never going to, unless I find another one that's not as scratched up, I will still keep this. That's how it came to me. One of my reseller friends had it, and I was like, "Oh, are you gonna keep that?" And she's all, "No." Like, "Oh, okay, I'll buy it." She's like, "Really? Yeah, I'll buy it." This is super cute. It is an old plastic toiletry travel case. And I didn't do a lot of research on it. All I know is that some of them go for a bit, and I don't get it. I don't think it's ever been used. What did the bottom say? So, oh, Celebrity! That's why. This is made by the brand Celebrity, you guys. I did not know Celebrity made little toiletry travel things. The bottom says Celebrity. And it has a real prancing little fun. So we're going to run her for 20 if anybody likes to collect this kind of stuff. If not, I'll think about it again and we'll see if that's the right price or not. But, oh, where did my 20 go? Dang it. That always happens. All right, I'm going to have to do it again. I'll just have to run it for the rate that I can find because my thing is not cooperating. I really should have made these listings look distinctly different from one another. Okay, I found an 18, so we'll go with 18. This is a Celebrity vintage toiletry. I don't think it's ever been used, but isn't that cool? That. And I'll put this in the back. Let's see here. We have a little cameo pendant with ponytail girl. Little ponytail girl. She is rocking it out. Yeah, see all the little scratches? Whoever had this before me didn't take as much as a good care as we had hoped, but it's still usable. We're going to run her for $10. I can include a chain for this. So if you buy this and you want a chain, I'm happy to give you one. 20 minutes until we get to the next stop in the train. So if there's anything you would love to see, let me know. Happy to show you. Let's see here. I'm just pulling out different things that I have that kind of fit in. This is a old jewelry travel case. Super cute. I don't know. I guess this might have had an attachment where you could have attached your bracelets or something. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. Really strong clasp. That cherry blossom motif. It's small enough to take on travels with you. So we'll run this one for 11. If anyone's interested in this. And 15 seconds starting now. Nice little deep red with the black. Little travel case for your jewelry. There we go. Or if you're a show person, you can display it as part of your show. There's that one. And let's get back to some jewelry pieces. I do have, let's pull out some more stuff here. We have some Damascene. This one is an oldie, and she is marked Japan, I believe. Yep, marked Japan right there. We have these kind of, they're little artsy kind of pieces. They're brooches. I can run these for 7. I have a couple of them. There's that one. The blue one's really interesting. These could be 7 if anyone is interested. Let's see here. I'm going to run the Sarah Coventry coming up. So really, I never associated Sarah Coventry with this kind of jewelry, with the Southwestern like motif. I've always thought of her as, of that jewelry as, like a, it's either going to be delicate or soft or the gold tones, maybe some silver tones, but they're not going to be like this. So I thought it was really interesting to come across a Sarah Coventry with this kind of style. So we're going to run this one for, ooh, you know what? Let's just go ahead and run it for 10. There we go. Sarah Coventry. Kind of like a cross. There we go. See, there we go again. Every time I'm on a show, I don't know what it is. I don't talk to my sister too much, but here she is sending me texts about things she needs. I laugh. We laugh about it. It's a joke between she and I. She's like, I have no idea. I try to text you at different times of day, but somehow I seem to text you whenever you're showing. I'm like, I know. Well, Damascene fan. This one's gonna be 11. If anyone wants that one. We do have another jewelry box here. It's like a melee style one. It's smaller. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to, let me move things over here. You're going to see my ghetto, no, I don't want you to see my ghetto laptop for my show, but you'll see my mess. It's okay. I'd rather you see this than my other mess. So this is, see, it's got a little bit of a mark here, but it doesn't come with the jewelry. Still, it has like the mirror, little of that. So if anyone's interested in this box, I'll run it for 12. I didn't know it came with this mark, so it does have the lock but no key. So if anyone's interested in that, that would be $12 on that one. We're going to continue. We've got some turtles right there. This one is marked KC. There we go. I'm going to run this cute little shoe. This cute little shoe brooch for $5. She's got bling on it. I don't know. She's just adorable. So let's run her for $5. Cute little shoe brooch. 15 seconds starting now. If anybody likes this mule, that's what she would look like. I thought that was adorable. And little vintage enamel Huggies. Probably like from the 80s or something. Let's run these at 5 as well. Nice little bright yellow color. Let's see what else we have. I'm going to show some more of those trinket boxes. 15 minutes left, friends. So if you see anything in front of you that you would like, feel free to shout it out. We have the cappuccino. This one is going to be $12 if anybody would like this one. We have the cute little, this one is the flamingo, the only one that I have of its kind. Little flamingo. Let's go ahead and run, let's go ahead and run the flamingo for 15. There we go. And then let's see what else we have. We have some older ones as well, in case anybody is like, but I need more of the vintage style, which is just like this. This one is a basket of flowers. We'll run this one for 15. There we go. Let's see here. And if anyone has any questions or things they want to bring up, please feel free to let me know. It's been really, really fun showing you all these different things. I'm going to run these as a set. I think these are artisan made, but look how creative they got. They put little like doily slash lace pieces and these little frames and made them into a brooch. I thought this was really cool and creative. So you will get both for $10. If this is your thing, maybe you can use it for inspiration, right? I thought this was pretty cool and creative. I loved it. So there we go. You get both of these for 10. Yes, they would be 22 together. I'm giving you a deal on this one. That one is actually 15, but I'll give you a deal on that. Let's run this one. There you go. Thank you so much, Mama Meg. This is beautiful. With Mount Fuji in the background. Mount Fuji is amazing. I would never climb it though, but when I went to the area, it was just, the air is different there. It's so clean. Thank you so much, Mama Meg. Those belong to you. I'll put that with your items. Go. Let's see, what else do we have here? I have a lot of other stuff. We've got these bees. Bees. But it's like I'm saying Ibiza. These are beautiful, beautiful clip-ons. They're not exactly the same, right? See how the beads, they're close, but they're still really, really pretty. There are no markings on them, just some aging to the back. We'll run these for 10. There we go. Oh, I'm so excited. I think next weekend. Yes, finally going to that big, it's a big sale one of my friends is running. I wish I could have done a live shop with me sale, but we realized that her client is kind of a really private person. So she probably wouldn't have felt comfortable having a live sale run from her house. So we decided not to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to um, buy whatever I think works and then maybe do a pop-up later. What do you guys think about it? I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it's supposed to be pretty big. She told me that this woman was a huge collector of things. Nice little MCM house, 6 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms of just amazing stuff. And she wasn't a hoarder. She's still alive. She just has to get rid of stuff. But she Yeah, she just knew it's time to kind of let go. We have two pairs of hoop earrings unmarked. So I'll probably go and I'll pick up whatever I can that seems reasonable. And then I'll probably go straight home and do a this is what I bought. And if anybody wants those items, I'll sell them. I'll also, and then on that following Sunday, she's going to do like a closeout. I can't. I don't think that's the thing. Like she mentioned that this client, most clients, they don't, some of them don't mind, but this particular client, she said, was pretty private. Yeah, so I won't be able to videotape it. So that's why I'm just gonna buy what I can. And then on this has no, it has some verdigris. And then on Sunday, I'll go back and make a buyout deal with her. That's what she said. So these we're gonna run a little flower earring screw back with some verdigris at $10. I'm in San Diego. Oops, I didn't start it. There you go. Yeah, I'm in San Diego, so I have a potential to do the last buyout of the stuff. Oh, you did? Whereabouts? So, La Mesa. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with La Mesa. I know some people that live there. They always had in La Mesa. They always had a lot of great estate sales because um people just bought out there and they lived there. They didn't move. So now that people are either moving on or doing whatever, like it's time to collect on those beautiful items. This is a amazing, yeah, this is an amazing set here of the enamel flower with matching earrings. Really great condition, just a couple of wear from time, like right there and there. And then they glued the back because it was probably moving. The earrings are beautiful. We're going to run the set for 22. So let's go ahead and do that. We've got less than 10 minutes left. So if there's anything you would love to see, please feel free to let me know. I'll pull that right up. My next show isn't for a few days. So I can't remember if it's Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I'm going to start changing my show schedule because my son starts soccer on Monday. And you know how, I mean, if any of you have children or grandchildren or nieces, nephews, friends with kids, the activities, man, those activities really take up time. So I got to do that. We have this beautiful little cat, the blue eye and the hearts. So let's go ahead and run him $10 to the kitty cat. There we go. And I'll be packing up the things today so that I can have them picked up. I try to do next day shipping because every day I have stuff going out most of the time. And so it gets a little bit difficult for myself to keep track because I don't want to miss anything. So that's why I always take a lot of notes. These are really pretty. I love these. These are teardrop style earrings with the enamel. And let's run these for 8. And if you have any questions or comments, we're happy to hear them. If you're showing today, please share and let us know. Wait, that's not what I was trying to run. This one. If you have a show today, be really cool to hear what you're going to teach everyone about. Go. I will put new backs on these if anyone is interested. Make sure I'm not missing out on anything. I don't think I am. All right, so I'm going to spend the last 5 minutes kind of doing a quick, here's what I got left. Oops. And if there's anything you want to see or run, let me know. Those are $10. We have this enamel bee. He is 8. No, this is like one of those. It's like a polymer rose. This is 10. Oh, painted. Oh, hey, Sheila. Papaya burger. You need to join Lilyworks makers. She makes the most amazing things. You guys, this is an older one because I keep all my stuff in my other office. But she's the one that makes these origami cranes with repurposed jewelry. This is an older one that I have, but she does all of this. And so I want her to come to the makers. Yeah, she's very, very talented. See, you should do a sale. So this one is $10. This is one of the Cloisonne, it's a sun. I forget what it's, the Harmony Bell. It's supposed to kind of calm you down. So we're going to run this one for 12 if anybody wants the little Harmony Bell. Sheila is quiet now. She's like, I have a lot of things going on in my life. But she does. She does those beautiful cranes. They're amazing. You can even just do it. You don't have to do lives. Yeah, she doesn't have to do lives. You can do buy it nows. You're so funny. But she does do that. She makes those. Um, but we're trying to get you to sell your cranes here. You don't. You can just make them as listings. You don't have to do lives if you don't want to, because I know you're really, really busy. But if you put them up, I'm sure people would buy them. I'm obsessed with them. I hang them all over. I give them as gifts. We have these little enamel clip-ons. No marks on these. She's like, thanks for the pressure, Jen. I came in here just to support you. So these are running for $5. Just a few minutes left. Go. Let's see. I showed that. I showed this one is a ring that's kind of looks like the Fragonard Limoges stuff. They took off this from the metal to make it adjustable. So if anyone wants this one, I will run it for $5. You're making brownies. Can you share? I swear every time you're making like some sort of meal and I always want some. We live on opposite ends of the country, but I would love your brownies. So there's that one. Let's see. Last few seconds, friends, minutes before we take off and support Maria. Let's do the heart. Yes, check out her Instagram, you guys. You'll see. Why can't I open this? You'll see how amazing her work is. Her work is fabulous. You will not regret it. Christmas is coming up. They're very unique. I have not, everybody has been amazed that anyone that I've given these things to, they've all loved it. This heart is running for $10. If anybody wants it. And you will not believe all the different things that she comes up with. And I actually, one of the papers she used on one of the cranes, I'm gonna use that as a template for one of my new tattoos that I'll eventually get. So she's her style is really okay. Last one. These are enamel flowers. And then after this, we'll go and we'll raid Maria because I know she is probably on. So we're going to move these to stage. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was really fun teaching you. If we stick around, thank you so much, Felicia. We are going to go raid Maria next after these are done. And I will see you in the next show. Thanks, friends. Bye. Oh wait, she's not on. Don't go. You gotta wait for her to get. I thought she was on, and that was my mistake. She's not on yet. Let's give her a minute. Don't go. We gotta rate her. It's always Aw, thank you. It's always nice to be able to raid. So I'll just run one more thing. Little Russian style. This is an oldie. Look at that. Look at that pin. Oh no, this is a safety pin. I lied to you guys. They made a safety pin out of a pin back, but it's still pretty. There you go. And let me see if she's on now. Nope, not yet. Is she am I wrong? I totally thought she was after me. I'll give her a second. Okay, Maria, you're on, right? Okay, there you go. Let's go raid Maria. Woohoo!